we in Greenburgh are really, when we're looking at all the negative things that are happening around the world, it's and in the country and all over, it's really nice to feel good about people. And we have in Greenburgh some amazing students. And during the year, for many, many years, we frequently highlight the best of the best. And today, we're going to be recognizing some students in our community who are really role models for people who are who have graduated school, and they're role models for everybody, students and adults. And the first person I'd like to recognize is Tanya Shukla. Tanya is a hard worker, and she has led an effort in Greenburgh and Westchester to provide residents who are hungry with food security. She's inspired young people and adults to stock the cupboards at Grace Church and at the Greenburgh Health Center with shelf-stable food items, cans, dried food, and other non-perishable food items, household goods and toiletries such as toothpaste, water bottles, can openers, and more. Every time I go to the Greenburgh Health Center, and I see the cupboard and I see people taking the food and really appreciating the fact that they're able to take items that they need, and there's dignity. Nobody's embarrassed to do so. And I just really want to thank Tanya for her efforts. Actually, it's not only me, it's the whole town board wants to thank Tanya for her efforts. She's raised over $5,000 during the peak of COVID to prepare and distribute meals to healthcare workers and families impacted. She's a role model, and we basically want to say thank you for everything you've done, and I could give you a proclamation.
Hi, my name's Tanya Shukla. Thank you so much for this award. It means a lot to me and all of the people who work with me for my nonprofit, and with our newest project, which is the Teen Task Force, which is basically a coalition of students who are interested in fighting food insecurity in New York and Greenburgh especially. And one of our newest projects is going to be a community garden that's going to be in a park near the Theodore Young Community Center. So that's one thing we're really looking forward to do. I just want to say thank you to everybody who supported me throughout the couple of years that this has started, including Mr. Feiner and everybody here right now, as well as all of the volunteers who work with me and my parents. So yeah, thank you so much.
I'd also like to recognize a young man who not only has been helping with the Snow Angels program, but also organized our first landscape angel program in town history. So, this year, whether it's the winter or whether it's the fall or spring, summer, when seniors and disabled residents need to be helped, he's there for them. He's helped enlist volunteers for the Greenburgh Snow Angels program, followed up with seniors, responded to emergencies when residents called him asking assistance. He's checked up on volunteers and recipients, making sure that the promised work was completed. He was a recipient of lots of thanks from seniors. People would call me saying, because I would call him, and I would basically say, we need somebody's lawn. It's an eyesore. They're very elderly. We need somebody to clean up their yard to make the property more presentable. And, within a day or so, he and some of his friends would respond and get the work done. So Jackson is a role model for students and adults in the community. He's a young man who cares about others and leads by example. And he really is a fantastic, role model. So I'd like to ask Jackson to come up. When I think of Jackson, I think of Mother Teresa. And if there was a Mother Teresa in the United States and it was a male version of Mother Teresa, you, in my mind, would be the closest person to that, because every time somebody has a problem, I would call you, and you've always said yes. And like people sometimes will call me with problems, and I'll refer to somebody else, but you actually do the work. So, you'll spend hours on a hot summer day, it could be 90 degrees out, and you'll clean up their yard to make it more presentable. Or if there was a heavy snow and I couldn't find anybody, you would stop everything and you would do the work. So I really am impressed and very, very grateful. So would you like to say anything?
First off, I would like to thank Mr. Feiner. For the past few years, you've been a massive role model and mentor to me. I can't tell you how many times I've thought about what would you do in a situation that I've faced, and many of the solutions that I've come up with have always sprung from my thoughts about you. So I appreciate your help all along the way, and thank you so much for the board's support in honoring. I have 16 individuals here in the back that are going to be receiving honors for the Snow Angels. I don't know if you want me to do that right now.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll go down and then we could call everybody in if they want to say a few words. That would be great.
I know none of you guys have speeches prepared, but if you want to say something, you can.
Yeah, that's good. I had tripped but it wasn't a work-related injury. Actually, it was a work-related injury, so. Right. So, first I'd like to recognize Lilly Moskowitz. And Lilly was one of the coordinators of the Snow Angels program. Before you took the lead, she was co-coordinator. Helped get the Snow Angels program, going. For the first, most of my career as town supervisor, I organized the Snow Angels myself. And, we basically, it wasn't really that organized because I was the one organizing it. Then, about 3 years ago, we decided to turn it over to students. And then it became really a great program. So the goal, the lesson is that if you want to do something great for the community, you have to involve students. But Lilly did a great job, and I'd like to ask her to come up. And would you want to say a few words about the Snow Angels?
Yeah. Hi, so my name is Lilly Moskowitz, and I am a senior at Ardsley High School. I have co-led the Snow Angels program for 2 years now. And like Paul said, the Snow Angels is a volunteer program where Greenburgh residents volunteer to shovel driveways of elderly or disabled residents. This year, we've had quite a few snowstorms, but it was nothing our amazing Snow Angel volunteers couldn't handle. Our close to 100 volunteers were able to always pick up their shovels and help whenever there were 2 inches of snow or even 6 inches of snow. And this year, our volunteers were able to accommodate the needs of around 170 Greenburgh residents. Although it may seem like a simple task, just the shoveling of one driveway can have a huge impact on the resident and on the community. In fact, after one snowstorm, I was surprised when I received an email that stated that because of the help of Snow Angels shoveling their driveway, one resident was able to get their husband to an emergency surgery. My view of the Snow Angels program has forever changed since reading this email because I know that every single driveway shoveled will make people's lives a lot easier and in some cases can be life-changing. I'm extremely proud of the work and the time that volunteers have dedicated to the program and the progress we have made over the past 2 years. We've increased volunteer participation by 40% and have allowed the program to grow by contacting all Greenburgh schools, synagogues, and other communities to help contribute volunteers. I am super excited to see how Snow Angels will continue to succeed, and with the help of Zachary Weinhouse, I know that the program will become even better than it is now. So thank you.
That's great. Perfect, thank you. We have Ashley Barlow. Is Ashley here?
David and Will can come up as well.
Okay, and I'll just, let's see. Actually, do you want to,
The three Barlows, why don't you guys come up?
yeah, let's see. Barlow, David? Jonathan? Perfect. Next, we have Logan Tavel and Keaton Tavel.
Why don't we have Logan and Keaton Tavel step up?
Are they related to you?
Yes, they are.
So are both of you as dedicated as your brother is?
Yeah. Helped out a lot over.
Great. So do you want to say something? That's good. They definitely won't be politicians because they don't like to speak. Jude Curley.
And Vivian Holland, why don't you step up with them?
Great.
Thank you.
Terrific. Do you want to say anything? So, was it tough to pick up all the snow for you?
I did more than him. So
What?
I did more than him. So.
Really?
I got a tinier shovel.
Wow. And
So.
great. Well, thank you so much. You know, you could eventually become the head of the Snow Angels program because you're starting young. So thank you.
Recording in progress.
Great. Next, we have Ethan Wu.
Ethan Wu, Eddie, Ian, and Ben, please step up.
Ethan, wait.
Only Ethan has a certificate as of right now. 3 more are going to have to be made in the future. I'm going to have to get more. What happened to all my extras? Okay, so we're going to have to get certificates for the people who we didn't. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you guys for helping out.
Yeah, so we'll get you certificates, and you'll give me the names and everybody. I'm sorry. Derek's son.
I don't see Derek here, so we're going to have to figure out another way to get that to him. Sai Subramaniam Venkatagarish, please come up. Parker isn't here either.
Sam.
We have Sam here. Unfortunately, she's not here either.
Kimberly is not here. Kimberly Krasner is not here.
Nope.
Ryan.
We have Ryan here. Ryan, please come up.
Arjun Patel.
I don't see him either.
Tommy Chestnut.
I don't think I see him either.
Christopher Papaloupas.
Nope. We're going to have to probably get the rest of them.
Maddie
No.
Lozer and Fiona Stern. And Zach, so we have to come up with more certificates because we didn't. And Zach, would you want to talk about the, and we're going to have to get you a certificate also, but would you talk about, your plans for next year? Good.
Hi, everybody. My name is Zach Weinhouse, and I have spent this past winter learning from Lilly just exactly how to run Snow Angels, all the little details about it. And looking ahead, we already have a bunch of new volunteers signed up, and I'm also looking to incorporate different sports teams from different schools into the program and try to make like a competition out of Snow Angels. And I've already spoken to my football coach, who's all for my team becoming Snow Angels. But apart from the winter, I hope to get Snow Angels more involved in the community year-round, anywhere we're needed, just like Jackson's Landscaping Angels. And I have very high hopes for the future of Snow Angels, and thank you. Yeah.
That is really fantastic. Thank you. And we'll get you the certificate. And
Thank you.
I apologize.
No problem.